Juega hacia atrás Messi, ya vivimos. Allí estaba Julián Álvarez, este es Messi. Pelota del capitán, pelota de nuestro número 10, Lionel Messi. Levantando para Messi, otra vez para De Paul. Toca la Argentina. Argentina buscando el primer gol del partido. Gran pase para Correa, tira el gol atrás, viene para Álvarez. Y casi en contra de su propia valla. Pascocci evita lo que era el primer gol argentino. Subsiste el peligro, Acuña.
Ya domina Argentina, ya está plantado en campo rival. Ya se sabía que iba a suceder porque Estonia iba...
Controla Julián Álvarez, viene la pelota para Messi con ganas de pegarle. Encara Messi, falta contra el 10 argentino. Tiro libre para la Argentina, tiro libre buscando el primer gol Argentina. Frente a Estonia, allí va Messi, derecho al arco, Messi, barrera. El desvío, cubre. Se diluye el ataque argentino cuando buscaba, parecía penal, y fue penal nomás, se lo llevó por delante el arquero de manera absurda e ingenua. Matve Igonen. La falta y el penal para la Argentina se lo llevó por delante. Al tobillo de Petzela y penal para la Argentina. Va Messi. Así va Messi al arco. ¡Gol! ¡Gol! Argentina. Messi de penal. Con claridad, con sutileza. A los 8 minutos del primer tiempo gana la Argentina. En Pamplona, Argentina 1. Estonia 0. Lionel Messi, el autor del gol.
Lo había empezado a insinuar desde el juego y lo consigue desde el error rival.
Otra vez con Messi. De Paul, Messi. Correa, Messi. Iba a ser un golazo, remata, rebota y la recibe De Paul. Viene el centro de Paul, devuelve Karl Metz. Tiro de esquina en la izquierda. Para la Argentina se va adelantando Nahuel Molina. Antes la tiene el capitán argentino. Allí la va dominando Lionel Messi. Levanta Messi. Viene para Acuña, la bajó Acuña, viene el centro atrás para Álvarez. El rebote le queda a McAllister, apunta y dispara. Allí va McAllister. Qué cerca estuvo Alexis McAllister. De gran pegada el hombre del Brighton. Saque de meta.
Esa pegada que nos hace creer que rinde mejor como uno de los volantes adelantados y no de 5. Pero con un equipo, obviamente a la noche es de paso a paso cuando hay fútbol argentino.
Allí va Messi. Se viene abierto en la derecha cerca del vértice. Intenta presionar en la zona más cercana a su área. Ahora Estonia. Buena presión. Atrás para Rodrigo De Paul. Viene el centro de Paul al área. Buscaba Messi. Álvarez lo va a esperar a Acuña. No enganchó y pateó. Remató al arco Julián Álvarez. En 2 tiempos. Controla la pelota el arquero Igonen.
Y dentro de la aparente tranquilidad, un llamado de atención por dos cosas.
Atrás para el Papu. Viene el centro. Le quedaba Petzela. La llevaba por delante, cubre Molina, se la lleva de carambola, pero se la lleva Kait. Va a enfrentar a Armani, allí va Kait, remató de zurda. Buen corte, justo a tiempo, regresando atrás de zurda de Molina. Saca McAllister. Buscaba Messi, le queda McAllister, se la lleva Messi, caño incluido. A ver qué hace Lionel. Mete Messi, busca Correa, busca Álvarez, ni uno ni otro. La despeja Pascocci, tiro lateral, lanzamiento de costado de mano para... La pelota le queda a Correa, tiene el gol Correa, no. De Joaquín Correa. Estaba adelantado, lo que pasa que en línea hasta que no termine de enfrentar al arquero. Argentina buscando el gol. Allí va Messi, encara bien el capitán. Sigue Lionel, sigue Messi. Abre Messi de Paul, Messi engancha, punta, dispara, Messi. ¡Ay, qué pena! Era el gol clásico de Lionel, la pelota al ladito del palo derecho, el grito atragantado de gol. Se rompen las manos en Pamplona. Apareció Messi y se levanta el público en el estadio.
El de Bosnia en el Mundial 2014.
Apunta y dispara Molina. Cerca. Hay un desvío y hay córner, Y hay tiro de esquina en la izquierda para el seleccionado argentino.
Y está bien que se anime con esto.
Messi. Argentina buscando el segundo gol de la tarde aquí en España. Gran pase de Messi para Acuña en offside. Posición fuera de juego de Marcos Acuña. Tiro libre indirecto y es para Estonia.
No terminó de salirle esa jugada argentina, pero está claro que es la manera. Una pelota cruzada.
Aquí está Messi con gol de Messi de penal. Argentina le gana a Estonia 1-0. La baja de cabeza otra vez en offside. Hacia adelante para el Papu Gómez. Quiere pegarle. El Papu tocó para Messi. Tiene el gol. ¡Messi! ¡Gol! Argentina, Lionel Messi, la calidad intacta, una definición excelsa para poner esa pelota como con la mano, el ángulo superior derecho y para que el Armes. Engancha bien el Papu, viene el centro pasado para Molina, de volea, Molina. De Paul. Allí va Messi. De primera Correa, toca la pelota. Qué bien, la cambió de pie a pie Julián Álvarez. Viene para Molina, viene el centro, busca para Messi. ¡Golazo! ¡Gol! ¡Golazo argentino! Al minuto 3. Estonia 0. Golazo de volea. Con sutileza, con calidad. De todos los colores. Hat-trick, 3 goles para Messi, Argentina 3, Estonia 0, Leonel Molina, aquí Messi, levanta el centro Messi, pelota del arquero, sigue Messi, juega para Molina, viene para Messi, Molina, Messi, sigue Nahuel, Correa, otra vez con Messi, Messi levantando Messi para el Papu Gómez, el del cuarto Julián Álvarez. Esto firme el ataque en la Argentina, el Papu para Messi, busca el remate a colocar Messi, no tiene espacio, engancha Messi, sigue Lionel, tocó para De Paul, tiene el cuarto gol, allí va De Paul, cerca de la base del palo derecho, saque de arco.
Tenemos que jugar, bueno, juguemos como sabemos. Ese parece haber sido el mensaje interno de la selección para el segundo tiempo, como si se hubiesen dado
Le
cuenta.
va quedando esa pelota a Kait, remata Kait, saque de meta para Armani. Argentina, recupera el Papu Gómez. Pero 11, Zinavski, falta ahora. Se la lleva Messi, está habilitado, sí. Messi para el cuarto, Messi enganchó. ¡Qué golazo! ¡Golazo! Pero que viva el fútbol Messi, pero que viva el fútbol Argentina. Magia, magia, magia. Messi, Messi, Messi. Argentina 4. Estonia 0, Lionel Messi, quien otro sino el mejor jugador del planeta de cara a la próxima Copa del Mundo. A ver, sigue la fiesta de Messi tocando la pelota. Vale, tapó el arquero, tiene el gol Julián, qué pena. Le queda la pelota a Dybala. Ahora a ver, allí va Messi. ¡Ah! Está iluminado, está tocado, es el mejor. La pelota viene que rebotó en todos lados, pero era para usted. 5 goles, sigue haciendo historia. Gol argentino, Messi, 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 Messi. 5 de Messi. Será anecdótico el rival, será anecdótico. Argentina 5, Estonia 0, Lionel Messi. Allí va Argentina con Messi, buscando el sexto Argentina. Palacio, se la dan a Messi, busca a Messi. Le queda la 90, por ahí hace uno más, qué sé yo. Va Messi, toca de primera para Dybala. El primero de penal. Dybala para Messi, la bajó Messi. A ver qué inventa el genio, Messi. Busca a Dybala. González, espera en el punto penal Messi. Viene el centro, le queda Dybala. Remata. Se desvía el remate de Dybala. Se pierde arriba. Será de Messi, veremos. Mientras tanto encara el Papu. El 4
de la selección argentina, el siempre el ataque.
Se mete en el área Messi por arriba. Messi enganchó.
De 5 las de frío de Estudiantes.
Gira Messi, sigue Messi, la pisa Messi, la muestra Messi. La abre para el Papu. Otra vez para Messi. Mucha gente remata Messi, rebota. La pelota en Baskotsky. Lateral para la Argentina. Estos aplausos. De pie. Para ahora para González. González para Dybala. Dybala para Messi. Messi para Dybala. Cambió de pie a pie. Busca la pelota meterse en el área. Consigue la infracción y este tiro. El árbitro Messi quiere el sexto. Ganar la Argentina. Con 5 goles de Messi. Sí, escuchó bien. Los 5. Señoras, señores, amigos del fútbol. Vuelve a vivir el fútbol de la mano del mejor jugador del mundo. Lo viviste en Teis Sports, en el canal de la Argentina, en el canal de la Copa del Mundo, de la mano del capitán argentino, de nuestra selección, del último campeón de América. Sí, Messi a los 8, Messi a los 44 de la parte inicial.
What happens when the reigning world champions come face to face with the biggest underdog in World Cup history? On one side, Argentina, the defending champions led by a man who has already conquered football and still refuses to slow down, Lionel Messi. On the other side, Cabo Verde, a tiny island nation with a population of just over 500,000 people. A country so small that its entire population could fit inside some of the stadiums being used at this World Cup. And yet somehow they're here. This isn't just another round of 32 match. This is football's ultimate fairy tale against football royalty. Because for Argentina, this is another step toward defending their crown. But for Cabo Verde, this is the biggest night in their entire football history. And that's what makes this match absolutely fascinating. Welcome back, football fans. Today we're diving deep into Argentina versus Cabo Verde at the FIFA World Cup 2026. Can Messi continue his magical run? Can the smallest nation ever to reach the knockout stages shock the world? Let's find out. Argentina arrived at this World Cup carrying enormous expectations. 4 years ago, they lifted the trophy and gave Lionel Messi the one prize that had escaped him for his entire career. Many believed that would be the perfect ending, but Messi had other plans. At 39 years old, he is still dazzling defenders, still scoring goals, and somehow looks as dangerous as ever. Through the group stage, Argentina have looked calm, experienced, and incredibly efficient. They don't always dominate games with flashy football. They don't need to. This team knows how to win, and the biggest reason is their captain. Messi's role has evolved over the years. He doesn't sprint constantly anymore. He doesn't need to. Instead, he controls games like a chess grandmaster. He walks, he waits. Then suddenly, one pass changes everything. One touch creates chaos. One free kick leaves an entire stadium speechless. And so far in this tournament, Messi has been sensational. Goals from open play, goals from distance, goals from set pieces, the complete package. But what makes Argentina truly dangerous isn't just Messi, it's the players around him. They understand him better than anyone. When Messi drifts inside, they make runs. When he drops deep, they push forward. When he slows the game down, they stay patient. This is a team built around trust and chemistry. Many of these players have been together for years. They've won together, they've suffered together, and now they're chasing history together. Because defending a World Cup title is one of the hardest achievements in sport. Only a handful of nations have ever done it. Argentina know every match from now on is a final. One mistake and the dream is over. But before they can think about quarterfinals or semi-finals, they have a very unexpected challenge. Cabo Verde, the Cinderella story of the tournament. Let's be honest, at the beginning of the World Cup, almost nobody predicted this team would reach the knockout rounds. Many people expected them to finish at the bottom of their group. Instead, they shocked everyone. They defended brilliantly, they played with courage, and most importantly, they believed. That's the beautiful thing about football. Sometimes history doesn't care about reputation. Sometimes heart and determination can take you further than anyone imagined. Cabo Verde are a nation made up of 10 volcanic islands in the Atlantic Ocean. Football is deeply loved there, but resources are limited. The country has never had the infrastructure of the football giants. No massive academies, no superstar-filled domestic league, no billion-dollar football industry. Yet here they are, standing on the same stage as Argentina. That's already a victory in itself. But don't think this team came here just to participate. They've already proven they can compete. Their defensive organization has been exceptional. They sit deep, they stay compact, they frustrate opponents. Breaking them down is incredibly difficult. In fact, some of the biggest teams in the tournament struggle to create chances against them. And then there's one of the tournament's most surprising heroes, their veteran goalkeeper, a 40-year-old shotstopper who has become an overnight sensation. Every save seems impossible. Every match, he somehow keeps his team alive. Fans around the world have fallen in love with his story because the World Cup isn't only about superstars. It's also about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. Imagine being a kid in Cabo Verde right now. Your country has never been this close to football immortality. Your team is playing Argentina. Your team is sharing the pitch with Lionel Messi, and your dream suddenly feels possible. That's the power of this tournament. But now comes the biggest challenge of all. How exactly do you stop Messi? How do you stop a team that has spent years mastering the art of winning? And perhaps the bigger question, what if Cabo Verde actually believe they can do it? Because sometimes belief can be more dangerous than talent. And if Argentina underestimate this tiny nation for even a second, football history could be about to witness something unforgettable. But that's where the story gets even more interesting. Because this game may look simple on paper, but on the pitch, it could become surprisingly complicated. Cabo Verde's strategy is almost certain. Defend, stay organized, make the spaces as small as possible, and wait. Wait for Argentina to become frustrated. Wait for a mistake. Wait for one magical counter-attack. Against a team like Argentina, Argentina, you don't usually get 10 chances. You might get 1, maybe 2. You have to make them count. The key battle will be in midfield. Argentina love controlling possession. They move the ball patiently, searching for gaps. The problem is that Cabo Verde don't mind giving up possession. In fact, they almost invite it. They are comfortable without the ball. That patience has carried them this far. But eventually, pressure builds. And when Argentina are camped around your penalty area for long periods, concentration becomes everything. One missed run, one failed clearance, 1 second of hesitation. That's all Lionel Messi needs. And that's what makes him so terrifying. You can defend perfectly for 89 minutes. Then suddenly he sees something nobody else sees. A tiny opening. A pass that shouldn't exist. A finish that looks effortless. Game over. Still, this match carries emotional weight for Argentina as well. Every World Cup could be Messi's last. Every knockout game feels precious. Every goal, every assist, every moment is another page in his incredible story. His teammates know it. The fans know it. The entire football world knows it. There is a sense that everyone is witnessing the final chapters of a legendary career. And legends often create unforgettable moments. But don't expect Cabo Verde to be intimidated. This team has already exceeded every expectation. They are playing with freedom, no pressure, no fear. Those teams can be dangerous, very dangerous. Because while Argentina have everything to lose, Cabo Verde have everything to gain. If they lose, they still return home as heroes. If they somehow win, it would become one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history. The kind of result people talk about for decades. The kind of match that defines generations. Can it happen? In football, absolutely. We've seen giants fall before. We've seen impossible stories become reality. That's why billions of people watch this tournament. Because every 90 minutes carries the possibility of something magical. Still, if we are being realistic, Argentina remain overwhelming favorites. They have more experience, more quality, more depth, and they have the greatest player of his generation leading the way. Eventually, their creativity should find an answer. The prediction? Expect Cabo Verde to defend bravely. Expect their goalkeeper to make spectacular saves. Expect moments of tension. But over 90 minutes, Argentina's class should shine through. A narrow victory feels likely. Perhaps 2-0, perhaps 2-1. And don't be surprised if Lionel Messi once again writes another chapter in his extraordinary World Cup journey. But regardless of the final score, this match represents something bigger than football. It represents dreams. It represents hope. It represents a tiny nation daring to stand beside giants. And it reminds us why the World Cup is the greatest sporting event on earth. Because sometimes the biggest stories don't belong to the favorites. Sometimes they belong to the dreamers. And on this unforgettable night in Miami, the world champions and the ultimate underdogs will share the same stage. One team chasing another trophy, the other chasing immortality. And somewhere between those two dreams, football will give us another story we'll never forget.